Alright guys, so we got the custom Moroso oil pan. I say custom, you can buy it anywhere, but it's a race oil pan. If you haven't had a chance, check out this video that we just dropped. Look aggressive with this knife in my hand. Check out that video where I go over the full custom tubular subframe that we put on the car. And as part of that, we installed a stock F-body pan. We wanted to make sure that fit. But the real goal is to get this Moroso pan to fit. So let's go ahead and get it out of the box and take a look at what we got. So for reference, this is the 20149 pan, and there's a couple different variables, or variances, whatever you want to say. Yeah, this one is set up for a remote oil filter, which will show you what the difference is.
Wow, that's pretty nice.
Okay, so here's the fan. I think it holds 8 quarts. Anyways, we've got knife baffles in the bottom. And then here, must be in the bag though. Right here. This piece, instead of having a screw-on oil filter, this comes with a billet piece here, out, and that bolts on down underneath here so we can put it on the remote oil filter, which is not hooked up right now. So let's get under the car, get the F-body pan off, and then we'll start putting this guy on.
Yeah, unfortunately I dumped the dirty old oil into a storm drain.
Just kidding. Alright, so Jake just drilled a big old hole in my brand new oil pan, but we need to put this bung in there, so then we can put our AN fitting for the turbo drain. So just like the one we have over here, we're just going to put it in the same spot, so then we don't have to remake the line. Easy peasy.
Alright, so here we just need to take all the bolts out of the oil pan. Actually, as you can see there, I've actually got studs. Came with my original kit. So I think there's 10 or 12 of them, and once those are out, we can move over to the rack.
Alright, let's get this rack off of here. Okay, so we got the rack moved out of the way, hopefully, and some of the studs out, so let's see if I can get this pan off of here now. Okay. Feels like I'm catching something. So close. One of the studs. No. I think it's touching the rack. It's just delicate. Might be my wires. There we go. That's all it is. All right, get You guys can probably see in the camera, maybe, the pickup tube on the F-body is kind of in the middle, which some people still have problems with oil pressure even with the factory pan, so that's why we're putting the Moroso on it. So you'll be able to see the difference when we put the pickup tube on. It's much further back. But for now, the pan is up. All right, so here's the F-body pickup. As you can see, like I said, it's kind of a mid sump, if you will. And then here's the new Moroso sump. So this goes from literally the front all the way to the back. So we'll get that mounted up here, and then we'll be able to put the pan in. I actually had that one mounted here, so we move it back here. But again, it'll be sitting in the back. Get that rear sump. All right, we had to modify the windage tray a little bit to fit the pickup tube, but it's in there now. And then, see if I can show you guys. Jake got the turbo drain bung on, so we're going to attempt to fit this, and hopefully it fits. And we're close, but we're not there.
A few moments later.
All right, we just had to move the rack a little further out of the way, but I think we might be good. Yeah.
I spoke too soon.
Well, I think, can't tell if it's tightened up or if we're hitting the, let me put one of these on here. I've heard some people say the windage tray might be a wee bit in the way. Yeah, I think it's hitting in the back here. It doesn't want to tighten up. All right, with a little windage tray modification. I don't know if you guys can see it from there, but we had to cut this a little bit to fit. Let's see if she wants to live in her new home. Go to your home, ball. I'll put a scene from Happy Gilmore in the video right there.
That's your home! Are you too good for your home? Answer me!
Oh, I think that seems much happier. Did you just hit your head? Nice.
I heard it. Impala. You need the rest of these?
Yep. All right, I'm no longer holding the pan. It appears to be happy. I did just realize something though. This stud is gonna have to come out. Hopefully I can double nut it because there's Allen head bolts that hold in the new oil cooler. But anyhow, there's the pan, so we'll come back when it's all buttoned up. All right, I skipped ahead a little bit, but there is the Moroso race pan on. We've got the billet adapter and our two lines running to the remote filter, and then that goes to the cooler up front and comes back in. So we've got that all set up. Got real close up here on the rack, but we made it work. She's snug. But either way, pan's in again. Disregard this line. I gotta cut it and trim it from last time, but yeah, there you go. Let me see if I can swing around and get you a better view. There it is. Moroso rear sump race pan in the 240. All right, guys, so oil pan's in. That was kind of a quick how-to. There's really not much to it. I mean, you're literally just swapping a pan for a pan. You got to change the pickup tube, of course. The biggest thing is the windage tray. If you didn't buy the $112 Moroso windage tray and using a stock one, you have to trim the back. Mostly in the back corners here, we just cut those back and it fit just fine. Otherwise, at least on my car, it's a bit of a tight fit up here with the rack, but I imagine on an F-body or any other vehicle, it bolts right into place. So I think that's it as far as this goes. So we might be the official first drag race Moroso pan on a 240 LS car. I don't know. I'm not going to claim anything like that. But either way, it's in here. So now it's time to go test. Let's see if all this fixed our issues with oil pressure on the launch. I'm really hoping so. So anyways, if you'd like me to see, check out the other video where we put the subframe in. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment below. We got a lot of racing coming, so can't wait.